Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Oh, what happened? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the? Hey, in that video. Chill! She's not doing.
Watch, raging cop throws woman to the ground and proceeds to strangle her. A graphic video shows a Texas cop unable to contain his rage and unleashing a fury on an intoxicated woman half his size, throwing her to the ground and strangling her. By Matt Agarist, March 14, 2018. Pasadena, Texas. A disturbing video was submitted to the Free Thought Project this week showing a police officer shove a woman, throw her to the ground and then choke her out. After she was brutalized by the officer, the woman arrested and charged with his assault. Eileen Guerrero, 22, was arrested Sunday night outside of a Pasadena nightclub after she allegedly got into an altercation with another woman. According to police, the altercation spilled outside of the club where officers managed to break it up. However, after it was over, Guerrero appeared to have a few words for the officer. Police claimed that Guerrero became aggressive with officers, so the force they used was necessary. The video does not show this aggression. However, it does show the officer walk up to Guerrero and slam her into a car behind her. As Guerrero appears to mouth off to the officer, he charges at her and throws all of his weight into the woman, sending her flying backward. In what appears to be a simple reaction to being assaulted, Guerrero pushes back. That's when things took a turn for the worse. Instead of realizing that he was the one who initiated the attack, the officer took the woman's retaliatory shove as an attack on him and proceeded to unleash his fury on her. The officer is then seen on video shoving the woman to the ground, jumping on top of her, and then grabs her by the neck in some sort of display of power. Naturally, Guerrero squirms as the officer continues to strangle her. This squirming is perceived as resisting and more force is used. As the officer begins pummeling her face, several men with flashlights, presumably security officers and other police officers, move in to blind the camera of the woman filming. According to the Pasadena Police Department, the officer seen shoving the woman for no reason and then strangling her was not suspended or disciplined in any way. Guerrero was obviously in the wrong for fighting outside of the nightclub. However, the officer's unprovoked escalation of force in the form of the violent push was unnecessary and made a bad situation far worse. Guerrero should only be facing charges of disorderly conduct, but because this officer chose to take out his aggression on her, she is now facing an assault charge against a police officer. In Texas, assault on a public servant is a felony of the third degree, which means Guerrero is now facing the possibility of no less than 2 years in jail and as many as 10. As you watch the video below, imagine how easily this officer could have resolved this situation had he not shoved the woman first. Sadly, officers attacking intoxicated women much smaller than them happens all too often. In 2016, the Free Thought Project reported on the story of Officer Akinyemi Borisada, who was caught on multiple videos beating Myra Martinez, one while she was handcuffed and the other while she was on the ground at a local strip club. Martinez, 31, had a bad first day on the job at the local Scores bar in Jacksonville. That afternoon, she became intoxicated, quit, and refused to leave, so police were called. When police arrived at the bar around 5 p.m., they arrested Martinez and charged her with trespassing and resisting. To deal with the unruly woman who was half their size, 2 officers, one of them Akinyemi Borisada, threw the intoxicated Martinez to the ground. In the video, Borisada is seen dropping fist after fist into the back, head, and face of Martinez. He also slams the woman's face into the concrete repeatedly. She was then taken back to the jail where the abuse continued. When cops can beat up women with impunity, it should come as no surprise that instances like the ones above are frequently caught on video. It should also come as no surprise that police officers beat their wives and girlfriends at a far greater rate than the rest of society.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.